Imagine spending billions of dollars building one of the world's most powerful AI systems, and then realizing there's one problem you still don't fully control: the chips running it. That's exactly why Anthropic's latest move is getting so much attention. The company behind Claude has hired someone with a very interesting background. His name is Amir Salek. And before joining Anthropic, he was deeply involved with one of Google's most important AI technologies, the Tensor Processing Unit, Google's TPU. TPUs are custom chips designed specifically for AI workloads, and now, the person who helped build Google's chip program is joining Anthropic. So why would an AI company like Anthropic suddenly become so interested in chips? Here's where the story gets interesting. Anthropic isn't just hiring a chip expert. The company is building an in-house chip design team for its Claude AI models. Think about what that means. Right now, AI companies need enormous amounts of computing power. Training models requires massive data centers. Running millions of AI requests requires even more computing. And every time AI becomes more powerful, the demand for chips goes up. That's great news for companies selling those chips. Especially NVIDIA. But Anthropic may be thinking, what if we build some of the hardware ourselves? And that's a very different strategy. Instead of depending entirely on general-purpose AI chips, Anthropic could eventually design hardware specifically for the way Claude works. That could potentially make certain AI workloads faster and more efficient. And if the company can reduce the cost of running Claude, that's a huge deal. Because AI isn't cheap. Every question you ask an AI model requires computing power. Now multiply that by millions of users. Suddenly, even a small improvement in efficiency can become worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And this is where Amir Salek becomes important. He isn't coming from just anywhere. He's coming from Google's TPU world. Google has spent years building its own AI hardware instead of depending completely on NVIDIA. So Anthropic is bringing in someone who already understands this game. But here's the twist: Anthropic isn't trying to completely abandon NVIDIA. The company still uses hardware from multiple suppliers, so this isn't simply Anthropic vs NVIDIA. It's something much more interesting. Anthropic appears to be trying to make sure it has more options, more control, more efficiency, and potentially more power over its AI infrastructure. But if Anthropic actually succeeds in building powerful custom chips, NVIDIA might have something very important to watch. Because this could be the beginning of a much bigger AI hardware war. And trust me, the next part is where things get really interesting. But this is only the beginning. Tomorrow, we'll look at why this could become a much bigger problem for NVIDIA, and why almost every major AI company is now racing to control its own hardware. Subscribe so you don't miss part 2.